Quite an effort for BYU on the road in the third set, facing match point not once but twice. The Cougars fight it off. And as a result, we will have another set coming your way tonight here in Chicago. Numbers are on your screen. Those reflect the match to this point. Loyola hitting at 475 as the Ramblers with a 250 clip in the third, and their lowest hitting percentage of the contest to date. BYU hit 261 in the third set, and they are at 269 overall, which, looking at the numbers for the Cougars this season, they came into the contest at a 31% average, so they are below their hitting percentage here in Chicago, but have started to gather some of the momentum on their side after a tense third set. Individually, Mike Bunting with a match-high 18 kills, 7 in the first, 6 in the second, 5 in the third. He did record his first 2 errors of the contest in the third set. Rob Stoll is the only BYU player in double digits. He's below his average with 10, but by moving to a fourth set, he will have an opportunity to reach that. After that, the production drops, as you see. Defensively, Dinas Przins with 5 digs to lead Loyola. Rob Stoll with 3 on the BYU side. At the net, Fudi Tsavana with 3 blocks. Dinas Przins with a pair for the Ramblers. Overall in the contest, 5 blocks for BYU, 4.5 credited to Loyola. The Ramblers won the first 2 sets 25-20. Had match point on 2 occasions in the third. But this capacity crowd, I'm sure, will not be disappointed to have another set to view this evening. 27-25, BYU with the extra points win in the third to force this fourth set. One final check on the alignments. And heading to the fourth we go. Ryan Boyce with the serving honors to open the set. And Daligi right away puts Loyola on the board. Daligi with 7 kills tonight. The Ramblers open the scoring. Not for long, however, a long serving error from Joe Smalzer. One of the emotional leaders for BYU was Kevin Sagers throughout that third set and throughout the evening as well. And he is on serve here for the Cougars. Hutz will attack from the set slot, doing his best and stepping up his Stoll, adding another to his team high total. Consecutive points for BYU. The number 2 team in the nation certainly facing adversity today. On the road in Chicago, down 2-0, rallied to win the third. Can they keep it up here in the fourth? Battle at the net. Becker diving. Bunting from the middle of the back row. Steps up to challenge as Stoll chalks up his second consecutive kill. Three to 1, BYU on top in the fourth. Sagers. And Daligi into the net. (4-1) BYU here on the Horizon League Network. They have a large contingency of fans that have gathered as well. Kevin Sagers into the back row, a jump ball at the net. Hutz wins it. Recovering his Stoll. Jump at the net. Hutz again, but this time it was between his arms. 5 consecutive points for BYU in a Loyola timeout. In the fourth, 5-1 BYU. This is the Horizon League Network. BYU with 3 kills on 4 attempts to begin the fourth set. They have a 5-1 lead, prompting a timeout for Shane Davis and Loyola. Loyola does hold a 2-set-to-1 edge here on the Horizon League Network. Hutz with a back set, and it is long from Smalzer. 6-1. A good look, however. Off the rafters. Bunting finesses ahead. Stowell pushes it off Smalzer. 7-1. And another timeout. And as you see, Kevin Sagers is pumped. Loyola won the 2 sets to start by 25-20 scores. BYU rallied in the third, and now they are in. BYU owns 3 national championships in men's volleyball in school history: 1999, 2001, and 2004. They enter Chicago tonight, ranked number 2 in the nation in the AVCA poll, dropped the first 2 sets on the road, rallied in the third, and have a commanding edge here in the fourth. Mike Bunting swatted. My goodness. 8-2 as the Ramblers finally record the side out. Bunting with 19 kills in the contest, a match high. And he's serving as well, attacking Robinson in the back row. That's put down by Souza. 9-2. Glad you're with us on the Horizon League Network. I'm Tim Calderwood with men's volleyball action. Bunting will punch it ahead. And it's hammered home by Tivana with his 8th kill of the contest. And a substitution for Loyola. Kyle Exline is going to take over at the setter position, replacing Mike Hutz. A 10-2 lead for BYU with Octavio Souza serving. Exline with his first attempt. BYU pleading for a net violation. Exline enters the matchup. And he posts a kill. Stowell to chat with the referee in the chair. Receiving the explanation there. Nine and 2 for BYU this season. The Ramblers 5-3 saw a 22-match home win streak started in April of 2009, snapped last weekend after winning the first set against number 4 Stanford, dropped 3 in a row. They've won the first 2 sets at home tonight against number 2 BYU, but are down 10-4 in the fourth. A block for the Ramblers. And a tip on Dupron's attempt. BYU posts the side out. Returning is Eric DeLigi. Stowell serving into the middle. It's a jump ball and won by Tivana. So one thing you have to be careful with those powerful serves. You cannot send it over the net. Otherwise it will lead to an easy opportunity, and Tivana recognized. A 12-4 BYU lead. Off the shoulder. And a block. Boyce and Tivana for BYU. Dominic Diwali off the bench for Loyola. Shane Davis digging deep. Down 13-4 in the fourth. Nope. 14-4. Boy, could you sense the momentum turn at the end of the third set or what? Rob Stoll looking to keep it on BYU's side with an error. BYU hitting 80% here in this fourth set, 8 kills on 10 tries. Kyle Exline, a senior out of Oak Lawn, Illinois, called upon off the bench here in the fourth to provide some senior leadership for this Loyola squad, and it is guided over the net. 15-5. BYU without Taylor Sander this evening, their second leading attacker on the season. Back set and a block for the Ramblers. We have not seen a lot of rallies today, but here comes one. And it is ended by the Ramblers. Dominic Dewale out of Hamilton, Ontario with a kill. That'll fire up the home crowd. Here's Berzins on serve into the back row, off the rafters, and a lift called on the set. I may be mistaken, but I believe that is the first time in this fourth set that the Ramblers have recorded consecutive points. Remember, they were down 8-1 to start. Exline with some help from the rafters, pushed over by Bunting. Rob Stoll makes sure the Ramblers will not score 3 straight. And it's 16-7. To the floor once more. Back to a 10-point edge, 17-7. Exline sets up Bunting, way too long. Loyola is out of timeouts. Shane Davis took both of his timeouts very early in this fourth set. The fourth set that has belonged to BYU. Bunting again blocked. Boyce and Souza, some of the fired up BYU crowd. Just to give you an idea, folks, the lowest total for the Ramblers in a set this year, 14. Last Saturday here at home against Stanford in the second set. They have 8 on the board currently. Enter Matt Myrick to serve and try to ignite something. Kevin Sagers registers his 9th kill for BYU. They have 3 players with 9 kills apiece. Tipped. A break for the Ramblers. You are down 20-9 on the board. Powerful serve attempt, and it's pushed over by Eric DeLigi. BYU trying to say he came over the top. Rob Stoll bringing the Cougars 4 points away from a fifth set. X-line, leading to Wale. (21-11) with Mike Bunting dropping back. And it's ended by Souza in the middle. BJ Hiapo returning for BYU. He did not start this fourth set. Hiapo serving. Joale swatted back. 23-11. Out of the reach of Joale right away, points to himself. Set point for BYU. Joale appearing in just his 10th set this year. Hiapo looking to end this fourth set. Ramblers trying X-line, calling everybody off and keeping it alive for the time being. Stepping up from the back row is Sagers. X-line leading Deligue too strong. And we are headed to a fifth set. BYU holds Loyola to their lowest output in a set this year in the fourth, 25-11. And in stunning fashion, they have come from the brink of defeat to rally and force a fifth set tonight in Chicago. We'll have it for you after this on the Horizon League Network.